Okay, look. Oh. Look. Come on. You were standing just fine before I decided to start recording. Okay? 2 seconds ago, I had all the will, all the way, all the power in the world, all the energy to do this. And immediately it's gone. Why does this always happen? Like, what does this mean, bro? For real. Okay. So, yeah, we gotta talk about this great lock-in and this locked out sensation of this great locked-in that I'm feeling. Hold on. I'm gonna make myself look even better. Hold on. I'm gonna make myself look so cute. Oops. Oh. Okay. Alright, how about... Ooh, titty. Hello. Hi, guys. Oh, fucking hell, man. Sure. See, the problem is all the cute shit in this room is here. But the window's here. So the lighting is better this way than is me. I'm backlit otherwise. But you can't see the cute shit because the cute shit's here by the window, obviously. So ignore that there's nothing to see cute but me. Hey. We gotta talk about where the fuck my audacity went, because where the fuck did it go, for real? So, about the Great Lock-In, and about this whole concept that starting September, we're for the rest of the year getting our shit together and like everything. We're just all gonna because it's 9 year, you know. Next year is the start of a new like numerology bullshit and shit, you know. So then obviously being September 9th, 9 year, it's the 999 portal. Ending, you know. Packing the shit up, we're done. On to a new adventure. And like, there's been this eclipse, blood moon eclipse in Pisces. Girl, life's been wild. And like, I have a headache. I haven't eaten today much at all, really. I'm sick. As you can see, what had happened is that I went on the eclipse day, Sunday, to this big, beautiful park that my new apartment, my new place, for now, is 30-minute walking too. So I went for a good little walk, and this big little park has ponds that you can swim in, and I was like, this is probably the last warm enough day to go swimming. I love to swim, and it's the fucking Pisces fucking eclipse day or whatever. I'm gonna go for a freaking swim. Because like I wanted to do ritual shit, like I wanted to like have like a night, like, you know, like a good day, you know, I wanted to have, and I did. I had a pretty good day. Then I woke up sick as a fucker, sick as a duck. Woke up because I'd gotten gunky water in my ear. And it's just, so it's making me sick. And also it was cold as fuck. So like, yuck. I'm all yucky now. ugh, and now I just don't feel good. And so all I've had today is almost a whole slice of toast and then some medicine. And then I've just slept. But then when you have medicine on an empty stomach, all the ailments, I feel gross. And I need to eat, and it's past 5 p.m. And I've had now a Velveeta breakfast thingy. And a not so good Clementine. And we're gonna eat. Okay, we're gonna have some food soon after this. Because what I did do also, which, you know, is not prescribed, but, you know, how else am I gonna get myself up? I've not gotten up to eat. I've not gotten out of bed. What's the common denominator? What? Am I just being I didn't smoke because I'm sick, right? Why would I need to smoke? I don't need it. But then I proceeded just to not do anything. And like, for the whole day. And like, just in bed. And then I'm head throbbing. Feeling like shit. Like, oh, I know I'm sick. But like, this is not that. Like, I gotta, oh, I haven't eaten. Oh, I haven't done anything. Oh, you know what helps you to do that? And you haven't done that. Now I've done that. What are we doing? We're fucking filming. Are you kidding me? I'm eating something, a little something, and now I'm filming? Bruh. The shit works for me. Stop feeling guilty about it. At the same time, would be really nice if it wasn't such a crutch feeling. Because then it's like, are you just using it as a crutch? Like, come on, girl, you could have gotten your ass up and eaten something. Come on, fuck. You did that all the time. We're not talking about that right now. We're not being a bitch right now, so shut up. Okay. I also want to address something else. The fact that I'm sick and at 999, all this endings and shit. It makes sense. Like, I've always said, like, whenever you get sick, you can usually, like, I'm always talking about this. I don't know if I'm always ever sharing it by posting, because I am backed up. I don't be posting shit. I just be taking shit and not posting shit. Because I'd be like, oh, well, I gotta edit that so that it's, like, not so awful. Whatever. I'm a firm believer that if you're dealing with a certain problem in life, usually you can untangle and find the answer through a parallel situation in a different part of your life. That doesn't seem like it correlates, but somehow the thread is the same. Somehow the shit makes sense. And if you unfuck this, it detangles and unfucks that a little bit. Okay? It's like a strand of hair. It's like the problem is here, right? But sometimes you have to start here to detangle. Okay. So life is like that, right? And so I often see that when I'm dealing with something, there might be something that's parallel that I can be looking at that is less hard for me to deal with, that I can take care of, and it takes care of the other. Being sick is one of those things. Being sick is one of those things where, yeah, I'm always like, okay, I'm sick. There's a message in this somewhere. I get I'm a little cuckoo bananas. Like, I understand. I'm sick because I went swimming in a fucking gunky ass pond and I got dirty ass water in my ear, and so now I'm suffering and it was fucking cold. So duh, yeah, I get that. But I also see how, got a little baby cuckoo bananas, it would make sense that I would get sick at this time. during this 999 portal, during this push through this gotta get it all out, release, blah, 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 blah time. Of course I'd get sick, bro. There's a lot of stuff that needs to come out. There's a lot of stuff I need to get through, work out, the exit from me. And, you know, perhaps, one of the reasons that I'm feeling so locked out, I've not been able to like lock in this September and like be on this grind, is because I'm not grinding yet. I'm still releasing. I'm still like, bleh. I'm still the sponge, like being compressed out, getting all the fucking yuck juices out, and like trying not to like squeeze it back in. But you know, as sponges do, as they get to that end, they still be taking in the water. They can't fucking help it. So like, it's like that. And so here I am, sick, trying to get the rest of it out physically. And I also recognize oftentimes when I get sick, and I get sick like this, it also correlates with a lot of creative constipation, if you will. I like to call it that. It's so I did just make a video on this. Again, don't know if I ever posted it. I might have posted it. It might have been in my stories. I don't fucking know. But fucking hell, what was I even saying, dog? This is some flower essences stuff to try to rescue remedy dropper. It has nothing to do with being sick, but rescue me flowers. Yeah, rescue me flowers. Yeah, what was I talking about? I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Creative constipation. So I'd be sick, and it correlates with this creative constipation. And I did just make a video about this. Again, that's what I got off track. I didn't know if I'd sent it, but whatever. Creative constipation. Something, and I've got this funny little thing that I do, or this funny little way of thinking about it, because I am garbage gal. This is the garbage galaxy that we are existing in. Little self-deprecation there. Show you who the fuck I am. Anyways, or used to be. Who am I? Y'all should oh my god. I am possessing I am in possession of the ability to maintain one train of thought without aborting and jumping to other fucking trains just because they're there and it's fucking fun. Let me be, because I'm the type of bitch now who can spit out a full coherent thought without going haywire because you get nervous or whatever. So, as I was saying, right, so I'm the garbage gal. This is the garbage gal. It's the garbage galaxy. I have many characters. The characters are as such: Trashly, Bagatha, Wastella, Dumpfrey, and Lily Laywaste. Alright? They all have their own personalities. They all have their own trash baggage, if you will. They all have their own missions and their things that they do. Okay? It's a galaxy, babe. It's like, consider them like the guardians of the galaxy. This is all that goes on in my fucking head, by the way. This is me. Hi. And so what I have said my cute little system is that what happens when I get sick and when I get these when I get creatively constipated, I be creatively constipated whether I'm sick or not, come on now. But like so when I get these creative constipations, it's kind of like I have too much in Dumfries dumpster. The garbage man's not come back around. No. It's just that I have to take a big massive dump. A big massive creative dump from Dumfries. She has to dump the dumpster out. And when I'm sick, not usually, but maybe usually, I don't know, sometimes when I'm sick, I be seeing these correlations, and right now is one of those times that I'm sick, and I'm seeing that the correlation, the pattern's patterning. I'm sick and also very aware of the fact that I'm creatively constipated, and that there's a lot of shit that I have not put out, that I have not, like, released, that I have not, like, let myself let go of. And perhaps if I do that, this would die down a little bit. Or perhaps if I fix this, that would die a little bit. But this correlation, there's definitely, I see a connection, a string of hair, where one of the signs has to do with the fact that I'm sick and the other has to do with the fact that I'm creatively constipated. And if I start, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's lots of things that life does that. For me, at least, like that. I mean, that's the way that I have, I said this all the time too, but like, again, don't know if I've ever posted or if I'll post it. That, like, life has all these signs. And you just, different signs work on different people. Like, and like, this is one that I've decided with the universe that works on me, you know? Of like, oh, there's because that works for me. It's like detangling this. I kind of like doing this kind of shit. Some people, this type of shit frustrates the fuck out of them. So probably the universe doesn't work for them that way. Maybe. I mean, maybe it still does, but like, everybody gets to, I also believe everybody gets to make their own fucking rules about the way the universe works with them. Because there's so much that the universe can do. There's so much out there that the galaxies, the blah blah blah, the space, everything, the fucking everything, like, can do. There's actually no fucking limit. So like, all it is just showing you the parts that you want and limiting the others, because it's all possible. So I've decided there are certain things that are within my scope and certain things that are without, you know. There are certain, this is the portion that I am looking at, that I'm a part of, that connects to many other things that I don't necessarily want to be a part of, but still am. Whatever. Just like that. You know, and it's up to us to decide. I don't know if that made any sense, but maybe it did. And if it did, you're cool as fuck. And you should be a part of the galaxy gang. You should be a trash hag with me. Trash hag. Because we're witches, y'all. It's not just... I'm so weird. Okay. Let's not tangle this back up, but it can go back tangled up. Okay. So then, let's go back to the point about audacity and where the fuck my audacity went, because that's a problem. That is a conundrum, and for that, we're gonna ask the fucking flowers real quick. No, we need to eat something. The thing is, all I ever have the capacity to do for myself is make a salad at this point. And a salad in sickness is not feeling like what I want to eat. I want soup. I want curry. I want warm, hot stuff. I don't want to be eating a fucking salad. That's all I have. So I have to go and get something. What else? Whatever. I'm gonna take care of myself, darling. Oh, my accent's shut. And so, like, I gotta go get something, and I'm hungry. So then here we are. So we gotta finish this before I eat, before I go and get something, because the salad it's not gonna suffice. Salad does not suffice. Maybe I need soup. You hear me? Well, I'm gonna put some leaves on top of this. The fuck? Where's the ginger ale? The soup. Fuck. Certainly not more of this, but hey, because we're talking about my audacity, and we do need something a little bit for my headache. A little bit of water. I toasted 2 pieces of bread today, and I only ate most of one. Anyways, alright, audacity, where did it go? Oh, babes, we gotta get into it. Once upon a time, I did a podcast with my most audacious friend, Selena Shea, Sutrabusa, aka used to be the Healing Polarita. Dope ass bitch. Okay, we used to be roommates. Ah, the lore, can you believe this? Like, when we're famous, babe. She's my little manifestation fairy. She's one of my, if not the most audacious babe in my life. She wrote The Diary of a Bad Bitch. It's out now. You can buy that shit. And also the audiobook, which her sexy little ass audio recorded herself, bitches, is almost out. So I haven't even read the book yet. Okay, listen. I'm the worst. Why would I say that? No. But like because I had told her, and I decided, I was like, y'all not gonna hear enough from me when this book comes out, because I mentioned it in The Diary of a Bad Bitch. I mentioned in The Diary of a Bad Bitch. Me? Famous little old me? Huh? Y'all gonna be sick of me. Because it's going to be my whole fucking personality. This is what I told her. And this is what I truly believe, that it's going to be like that. Because y'all not going to get enough of me be that. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm in that book. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to use this shit for so much clout, it's ridiculous. When this shit goes crazy, like, but I've been slacking on the job. I haven't done that yet. I haven't been bragging about the book yet, because I haven't read the book, because I didn't buy the book yet. And I'm supposed to be the friend. And I haven't bought the book. This is a reminder to all of us who have arts friends who do things, blah, 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 blah. And you want to fully support your fucking friends. But you still don't buy their shit. I have every intention to buy this book and every intention to buy the fucking Solar Party Paradigm cards as well. I just haven't gotten around to these things because they're things that have to be coming to me via mail, and I've got so much wicked fucking anxiety over receiving things in mail. I don't know why, but dealing with packages in mail scares the fuck out of me. I just don't do it. So anyways, I've been waiting for the audiobook though, of The Diary of a Bad Bitch. I'm sorry I'm going on this total tangent, but whatever. Consider this sponsored. I don't fucking know. I'll ask her, can she sponsor? She doesn't fucking sponsor me, but like, Y'all should read the book. I'm waiting for the audiobook to come out because she fucking recorded it. So I am going to listen to the book and it's going to feel like my friend's telling me all the tea. Oh my god, I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. It's literally her spilling her whole tea in my ear. I can't wait. Anyway, she's my most audacious friend. And once upon a time, we did a podcast together talking about audacity. And at the time, I was like talking about one of my most audacious moments, which landed me in her field. And that was me when I moved to Miami. After living in the van for a little while and whatever. I don't need to go into this story, but anyways, the point is that I was at this event, this Lizzie Jeff event. If you don't know, the rap priestess, go listen to some Lizzie Jeff. So I was at her event. It was a Zen and Kush, I believe. Must have been a Zen and Kush, yeah. And there were performers. And because I was a van lifer and I had I'm a burlesque performer. That's my Lily Lay Waist persona. If this is going on YouTube, y'all don't know me, so like let me explain. Lily Lay Waist is my burlesque persona. My middle name is actually Lily, so you can call me Lily. You don't actually have to call me Garbage Gal, but like you can. You can call me Lily. You can call me Garbage Gal. You can call me Trashly, Bagatha, Wastella, Dumfree, whatever the fuck you would like. But anyways, I used to live in a van. Her name was Bertha. And I love Bertha. I miss Bertha. Anyways, I just moved down to Miami in Bertha. And I went to this event because I had gotten the intuition to spend the money and just fucking go, right? And I did. And there were performers at this event other than Lizzie Jeff, who I'd been listening to her music, manifesting shit when I was living in Boston, smoking weed in my room, just listening to Lizzie Jeff, thinking about all these events that I would go to if I was cool and the person that I wanted to be, and blah, 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 blah. Then there I was, boom. And I had the audacity to go up to her and say, hey, I know this is a carefully curated event, but if you'd like, I'm a burlesque performer and I have costumes. I'd love to, like, can I perform for you or something like that? Something like that. And she just goes, yeah, sure, whenever you're ready. And so I went out into the van stoked. And I changed into a costume and I went in and I performed. And a series of events, long story short, that's how I ended up living with Selena Shea. And it's really truly, again, we gotta stress this real quick. Because that, where I lived, that household, that environment, that manifestation was so fortuitous. Like, that was such a cool situation. I don't want to get into it too deep, but like, I lived with Selena Shea and Kat Rosebloom. Two badass witches. We were the witch house, okay? Because there was three bad witches up in that bitch. Kat, I will speak on more at another time, but she is this boss ass fucking. She redevelops how whatever the fuck she calls herself, intuitive, like she's a psychic medium, businesswoman, coach, badass bitch extraordinaire. I don't know, but if you need to get your shit right, like, yeah, hire Kat, because she'll read you to filth. And it's actually disrespectful sometimes. No, I'm kidding. It's not disrespectful, but it's actually, she'll trigger the fuck out of you, and she knows it. And that's kind of like part of the magic in it. But anyways, she's a badass. Selena Shay's a badass, which means I'm, oh, little old me, guess what? I'm a badass. Because if they're killing it, so the fuck am I. I live there, I'm killing it. And then I will tell you another secret. I'm going to tell you another real quick secret. I'm going to tell you a real quick secret. Because Selena Shay, she not too long ago sent me a message. She was like, you were in my dreams. And you, like, blew the fuck up and got super famous or something. And I was, like, low-key jealous because I was like, but I just wrote a fucking bomb-ass book. And then this really happened. And so that tells me, once again, even though two badass bitches are killing the game right now, and here I am, sick, not recognizing that I'm killing the game, also killing the game, as confirmed by a badass bitch who told me so, without even knowing. Cosmically, she told me so. And when I told you she's my little manifestation fairy, anyways, like, she manifested so many things for me, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. She's fucking nuts. Like, y'all, like, wow. Soul family and whatnot, I guess you could say. They're, like, Miami was so good because it really did connect me with so many, like, true friends. Like, true, real-ass people. Like, yeah. Real, actual, I guess you could say, soul fam. I'm real woo-woo, but I'm still not, there's still a lot of vocabulary that I haven't fully integrated, if you will. Because it just doesn't feel, it hasn't like hit me like that. Sometimes it does, and when it does, I'll explain it. Something that's fully hit me is this concept of downloads. That's something like when you're just starting to go down a little spiritual path, you'll hear everybody talking about, oh, I downloaded this, it's download. And you're like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Who is a computer here? Why? But now I get it, and I definitely use that terminology that has been integrated vocabulary. But like soul fam is not quite integrated vocabulary for me. I believe in it, but I know it to be true, but I also haven't experienced it in the ways that some of these people out here that go on to Burning Man and all this shit has experienced. But that could also be very much like my own relationship trauma and shit like that. I don't know. But whatever. As we were. My audacity, it went somewhere. Oh, because, yeah, I got a lot of it in Miami. Miami was so great for that. Like, I became so many versions of myself in Miami. I was a van lifer. I was a professional dancer. Like a professional ballroom dance instructor. I was an I Ching reader who, like, did readings at the farmer's market and did all types of shit. I was, obviously a burlesque performer, but also a producer, also a workshop host at festivals, also, like, I fucking performed for free. Like, I went to cool ass tantra festival. I was a tantrika, you could say. I like went to festivals and performed. Like, I was so cool. I did so many things. I was also a general manager of a tea shop / event space / marketplace space. I did so many things in Miami. I became so many slight expressions of the fullness of who I am. It was like boot camp. Then, last year, around this time last year, a little before, and towards the end of August is when the collision happened. Last year, I fucking had the most spectacular burnout crash out of my life. Pretty much. I was so many things. I was doing so many things. And I burnt myself out massively. Everything fell apart. I was really concerned for the future of myself, because I had gotten fired for the first time from that management job. I had no money. My back was fucked up again. I was having to move out. I still had Bertha, but I needed to put money into Bertha to make her actually road safe and livable. She was road safe, but I needed to get her re-registered in Florida because she was registered in Boston. And then that would have also meant that I needed to get a Florida license, which would have meant that I'd have to say that I'm a Florida resident versus a Boston resident or a Massachusetts resident. And if you don't know the political climate in America, you are much more safe rights-wise as a person with a license who's a Massachusetts resident than you are a Floridian. So I really didn't want to become a Floridian. So I was avoiding the fuck out of getting all of the paperwork and the shit in order and the payments that I needed to do to actually get Bertha, to where if I got pulled over, I wouldn't go to fucking see a town, or wouldn't at least get her taken away from me and then absolutely actually be fucking homeless. Because that's what I was worried about. I had Bertha, I had a home, but at any moment, if I didn't become a Floridian and didn't actually fix that problem, or so I thought, I have to become whatever. I was avoiding things. I was really afraid of losing my home. I was really afraid of all of that. And it was a bad time, and I was struggling, and my family was also pieced out. Oh God, y'all don't know me, so let me not say it like that. No, my family had moved out of the country. They were on some kind of exhibition because my family expedition. My family has always had the goal of leaving the U.S. and living elsewhere. My dad was in the Navy for many years as we were growing up, so we had the privilege of living elsewhere outside of the country and seeing how much better outside of the country is. So contrary to popular belief, military people are not all bad. But anyways, we've always wanted to leave the country, and my dad now had made enough money to allow for them to leave and try to figure out where we wanted to live. My family's weird, we don't need to go into it too much, but anyways, the point being is that I didn't have familial support, and I didn't go with them, and I probably should have, but I'm so glad that I didn't. So anyways, I stayed behind because at the time I had what I thought was so much going for me. And there was, but it all fell apart shortly thereafter. And when everything kind of fell apart, I was left in pieces, and I thought I was going to have to check myself into a mental hospital, really, because I didn't know how I was going to take care of myself. But it really also I know now that I was strong enough, I should have just taken care of it. There were so many things that I could have done. But what ended up happening is that I took my eyes off the prize. Basically, I gave up and crashed out, gave in, and collided with this man who came in right at that time that I thought was going to be my savior, my knight in shining armor, and I thought the universe was trying to give me something different, and I was really like fucked up. I totally understand why, because I was so in a down spot that I allowed myself to kind of link with this situation. But what ended up happening basically in those months thereafter is that I lost myself completely to this guy. My life was absolutely and utterly consumed by his. And I allowed that to happen. And I ended up in a bad situation. And I've written about that. And I keep saying that, but I keep not actually releasing it. But it will be on garbagegal.wixsite.com, I believe, because I didn't actually pay for the domain anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Or Substack, probably both places. I don't know. I have to figure out what my Substack login information is. I don't fucking remember. I don't know. I created it not too long ago, and then I just immediately didn't do anything. Girl, I have so many unfucking finished projects. So yeah, I wrote about that experience. I'm not going to talk deeply about that right now. Excuse me, mini brownie break. I totally lost my audacity during that period of time. My focus was not on myself. My focus was on building somebody else up. My focus, I had completely abandoned myself, bro. I completely was consumed. Like I said, I was so tired of my life, I didn't want to deal with it, I didn't want to look at it. I just fucking was like, all right, here we go, trade off. Boom. Fuck myself then. Totally abandoned myself. In the worst ways. After I'd done so much building, so much character development, become so many different new iterations of myself, totally said, nah, fuck that shit. It all failed. I'm done with it. Let me focus on this for now. Don't ever give up on yourself, man. My God, don't ever give up on yourself. Don't do it. It's too easy to do. Don't do it. I got myself back. I didn't fully commit to that path, thank God. I got myself back, and now I am overseas. I'm in London. I'm at school. I'm getting an MBA. Masters in Business Administration. No, I do not play men's basketball. Whatever. I'm getting it. What? Whatever. Anyways, I'm in business school because I'm an entrepreneur. I got all these things that I want to do. And so we're back, babes. Here we are. But I'm still suffering from a lack of audacity. I haven't had the chance to truly rebuild my audacious muscle since that past relationship. I felt like I was back to myself in a sense because I did bring myself back to myself, and further, I made it to school, which is something that I have been trying to do for years. This third round trying to get into my master's program in London. I've gotten in, but I never made it here. I never actually made it here until this time. But that's a story for another time. Anyways, like, so I felt like it's like I didn't realize how damaged my audacity was at first. And then I started realizing, oh, okay, it's taken a hit, but I didn't equate it to what had happened to me. I have been equating it to the fact that people here are so much more demure. They're like, and cutesy, and proper, and whatever the fuck. Like, you don't audacity over here like you do in the US, like you do in Miami, like you do in certain circles in Miami especially. Like, you don't dance at music events as much as you could. Like, you are very reserved. Like, people here, the vibe is just different. It's just a different vibe, right? So I've been trying to adjust to the new vibe because honestly, like, Miami I was getting sick of it, but at the same time, like, I dug the vibe where at any given night, absolutely every night of the week, there was somewhere for you to go and shake and dance your ass off, fully authentically, and not clubs. I lived in Miami for 2.5 years, never stepped foot in a fucking club, but I danced my ass off every fucking night, like, authentically. Like, there was on Monday nights, used to be on Tuesday nights, then it turned to Monday nights, there was a all-nighter party, and it was a jam house. And so all the musicians would go and they would just jam, and I was like the jam dancer, and I would just go and just shake my ass and dance all fucking night. Monday nights. Tuesday night open mics. Wednesday night open mics at Little Bohemia. I would go and perform. Thursday night there was this other open nights, but I like open house kind of thing, but I usually skip that and would rest on Thursdays. Friday, you know, any given thing, like, you know, there was just always something, you know. And here, there's no environment yet that I've found that I can, like, go and express myself in that way anywhere. I can't go and just, like, be a fucking weird ass, like, creature dancing on the on the floor like a freak. Like I can't. I've not had time being my sexy, sensual slug self. Like, there's been no slip and sliding down any type of pole. Like, I'm so, like, deprived of these environments because the culture here is not the same. But that's not it, though. And I just put this together, like, before I started filming. This is kind of why I started filming. Is because, okay, sure, nobody else has any audacity here, but you are used to, technically, I used to be used to being the first audacious person. I would just put myself out there. I didn't care back then. I created those spaces back then in Miami. They were a lot more, like, amenable to them. They were a lot, like, you know, the vibe was different. But, like, I am not a stranger to being the weird freak of nature person, being audacious and just sharing my vibe. It's weirder here. People do actually look at you a lot differently, and it's harder to do. But that's no excuse for who I am. That's no excuse for who I'd become. That's no excuse for who I believed myself to be, and the person that I, like, who did all those lists of things that I'd explained earlier. Bitch, I choreograph wedding dances. What are you talking about? Like, So yeah, like I'm a bad bitch, and I forgot that, and I had been attributed too much to the culture in, the UK being less amenable to bad bitchery, but it isn't that. It's not just that. It's that I took and sustained such a hit from this last relationship that I genuinely haven't rebuilt it up yet. That I have to go back and like practice. Like that it's okay, like it makes sense. That I am not feeling like as vivacious as I used to. As much of a fucking fairy as I used to, as much of a presence as I know that I am and can be. I know that I'm a presence, but I often find myself kind of like covering that a little bit here because people don't like to handle it, but I'm not the type of person that wants to cover it. So why am I doing that? Why am I accommodating? The whole point of me coming back to school actually is me not shrinking myself to be a lesser version of myself in this round. Like, it's to actually accept the type of person I am and who I am and express that out loud. And I have been to a degree. Like, I have been to such a degree that yes, I already, no matter what, make other people unfucking comfortable. No matter what, I'm already like, even though I'm like on like I'll just say 50%. Even though I'm on like 50% capacity of my glory, people are still already fucking shook by me. You know? I know I sound like an absolute narcissist perhaps in this moment. I don't know. And I maybe could be. My mom says that I am. I think she goes, we won't, we didn't say that. What am I talking about, girls? Stop. Anyways, yeah, I have to acknowledge the fact that that man kind of actually destroyed my audacity. In a big way. He like just kind of took me out of it. And so it's okay to not feel quite like myself anymore, and to call her back in, and to not get frustrated, because basically I basically had a meltdown the other day because I met someone. I have a new boo, which feels really edgy because of what happened last year. Still recovering. But without the edges, let's talk. Like, he very much is the opposite of this past dude in a lot of ways, but in one of them is that he's very encouraging of like me sharing my magic. He hasn't quite seen it all the way yet though, but he knows it's there and he appreciates it, and he will put me in any opportunity to make it happen. And he's a gorgeous fucking musician himself. And so I was in this situation where he's playing and I want to dance so viscerally. I want to get up and fucking dance. Like, I knew that if it were in Miami, I already would have been. But for whatever reason here, couldn't bring myself to do. Even though I knew the artist was very welcoming of this. Because what keeps me back, holds me back oftentimes here is like, oh, I don't know what the culture's like. It's kind of weird. Like, they're, I don't want to like take away from the artist unless it's obvious that they want people to dance. Like, you know, like I kind of judge it by that because I don't want to take away. But like, I'm kind of dating the guy, so like he would have been fine with that. Mind you, also let me put another layer on. the layer that is probably really important in this situation is that his older sister was there, first time meeting her. And like also this is a very new relationship anyways. This is just kind of a new situation. So it wasn't like she was there to be whatever. I felt awkward, extra awkward, but I was also like annoyed with myself because I'm like, an old version of me would have taken this opportunity to dance because that's such beautiful music, and why wouldn't you allow your body to express itself? Like, an old version of me would have done that. Like, and I got so frustrated with myself and I had a fucking meltdown basically because I saw how less I am. And like hate that for me, you know, yuck, that's not cute. And like it's interesting though because it's like it's just kind of tit for tat, because it's not like I'm not getting audacious juice injected in me in other places, because in business I am. In other areas of my life, it's just, it's there. It's not here anymore. Ugh. Anyways, also on Portal Day, it's funny because I got what I called an audacity activation, where I was looking at this view because it's this high point. It's this view where you could see all of London. Like, it's freaking awesome. Bunch of people there. And I was like, oh, the hit of inspiration came. Why don't you film a video here of you dancing? And you're like dancing on top of London. Got that audacity inspiration. And I forced myself to do it. And it was really awkward. But it was fine. I did it. And I did record it, but this is why I need a camera crew, because you can't even see me in it almost at all. I'm like all outside the frame. Like, all outside the frame, you can't see shit. Hilarity. You can't even see the cityscape. It's like Anyways, that's all I really had to say, I guess. Which it wasn't anything. It was just that I had the revelation that, oops, oh, I can't just use the fact that I'm in London as the excuse. It's not that. It's the fact that you're actually still really, really damaged audacity-wise. Like you're out of practice. You're still really out of practice from Miami, and like that last relationship kind of like actually hurt you a little bit in that regard, and it's okay that you are experiencing that, and you just gotta be gentle with yourself and not get frustrated with yourself and have a meltdown over you not being where you once were. You're here now, it's okay, and you'll get back to that, and you'll get further than that, and that's that, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat something now. I'm tired, I'm done, and I'm very stuffy. So, goodbye. It's been Garbage Gal. Let's see, what has it been? Well, it's been a pots and pans, really. This has been kind of a pots and pans chat. We'll talk about what that is another time. If you're new here, then you're confused. If you're not, then you know what the fuck is up. So, bye.